my travels, about any other subject maybe you're interested in. So let me know if you have any requests for songs, for travel stories. If there are musicians, pianists, musicians, so more like piano stuff, music, harmony, theory stuff, let me know. Whatever I can share, I'm willing to share every night. And you can watch this both on Facebook. So please like my Facebook page. And you can also go to YouTube. I have a YouTube channel where I also upload many videos. There's a lot to be seen there. Also a lot of travels, vlogs, collaborations with world music, crossovers, all of that. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon, and then you'll be automatically notified. So if you like this, especially when you're on Facebook, please share. And there are also a couple of people on Instagram. I just put my iPad here with Instagram Live. If you go on YouTube or on Facebook, you will have much better quality. Because yeah, so yeah, so let me know if you have any requests, and I will. There are a couple of requests I had yesterday. For instance, from Paul Cedrus, wonderful human being from South Africa. He has done a lot for me there. He's a big music lover, very versatile man, makes radio shows, really a great man for jazz in South Africa. He's also very knowledgeable about South African jazz history. And Paul asked me, you should maybe play something for, well, of course, the whole world is having a very hard time, but especially Italy is really going through an apocalypse. So I'll be playing one of my Neapolitan songs. I'll do that later. I'm going to start with some improvisation. Let me just check if everything is technically working. I think we're okay here. Let me know if there is anything not working, but I think we're cool. Sorry for this microphone noise. This was sorry. Just totally improvised. Like I said before, I whenever I have a chance to open up when I play solo or practice or whatever, I always start improvising. It really opens me up, and sometimes I feel like playing many notes or something like this, more minimalist. It can be anything. So this was kind of yeah, whatever came up. I usually start a concert, or in this case, a live stream with this. Um, I'm getting some requests here. Um, it works. Huh. Yeah, thank you, Ellen. Thank you for watching. I'm also watching. Oh yeah, I'm seeing the Brussels Jazz Orchestra. Hi, is this Frank or Koen or who's behind this? I'm really curious. Actually, for those on Instagram, again, please, if you go on Facebook or on YouTube, you'll have much better quality. But thanks for watching anyway and for listening. Um, so I'm getting a request here. Oh, Ruby, my dear. Whoa, Bert. Yeah, um, that's something I would have to practice. Let me not promise, but I'm putting this all on the request list because again, if you have requests, let me know. But some some music requires some preparation, and this song is surely one of them. I also got another monk request around midnight, so I will also look into that. I've played it a lot, but solo, yeah. But I keep my promise. I will work on this. Um, so yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit today about. Um, I think about being privileged, being a musician, and um, because um, this made me. Um, I had once a very deep experience, very touching, and I mean, I had many of those, of course, like we all do. But sometimes something happens, uh, usually a little bit unexpected, and these things stay with you all your life, and um, so and this also had to do with with a disaster because, of course, we're facing this horrible disaster, which is affecting the whole world. But there have also been disasters which only affected a certain part of the world, where we, for instance, in Western Europe here or in America, were not part from. For instance, the tsunami in 2004, I believe. Yeah, it was in 2004. And then um, so this horrible tsunami happened. Hundreds of thousands of people died. And a couple months after the tsunami, I got a request to do a kind of a fundraising charity thing in Sri Lanka. And Sri Lanka, of course, was a very heavily hit part of the tsunami. So many people died there. And I was already scheduled there to play. And actually, I was surprised that it was not cancelled. I think because they did maybe, they wanted to offer the people something different. Um, so I went there, and beautiful place, beautiful people. But I've been there a number of times. But of course, on that particular occasion, right after the tsunami, it was really hell on earth, with all the debris and all the people being displaced, and it was really horrible. And I went to Gaul. Gaul is in I think, the southwestern part of the island, and I played a charity concert there. And it was in a kind of a village, and I mean, the stage was, I mean, it was really a small keyboard. Some keys didn't work. It was incredibly hot. I mean, I would never say this was like a great concert, but that didn't really matter because all these people were really staring at me and even enjoying what I was doing. And then, right after the concert, this man came up to me and he said to me, you know, 3 months ago, I saw my wife and three kids being washed away by the wave. They all died, and I survived because I could hold on to a branch, to something, and um, um, and thanks to your music, I haven't thought about it for 10 minutes. That's what he said, and I mean, I'm happy this doesn't happen to me every day. A story like this, but I was so deeply moved. I couldn't sleep from this for days, and of course, I could never help this man in any way, to go through, to deal with all this grief. Imagine you lose your wife and your three kids, like in a wave, in the tsunami. It's beyond comprehension. But I was very uh, touched also that he shared it with me, and then I realized, um, not only, you play for a lot of people and they're sitting there and sometimes they show emotions or whatever, but not everybody shares their feelings and their thoughts. Sometimes you get messages online or whatever, but it's not like, so there's so much behind people when they listen to music. And then I also realized, whoa, this is I'm so privileged to be able to travel all around the world. I've been to 117 countries, 117. Um, I can elaborate on that because I've got so much to tell about so many countries. I could go on for hours. So if there is a particular country you're interested in, let me know and I'll be happy to elaborate on that. But yeah, so, and then I really realized, whoa, it's such an incredible privilege to be a musician and being able to share your love for music with people. And even sometimes, even if it's for 10 minutes, give them a good feeling. And because sometimes, being a musician is not always that easy. Uh, it's, musicians know this, but a lot of people kind of over romanticize it, that, oh, you're playing on stage for people, you're even being paid for this. And that's true, although in jazz, there's not a lot of money to play with. Actually, I heard a funny joke about this. Let's also put some fun in here. You know how to become a millionaire being a jazz musician? You have to start with 2 million. So that's like, yeah. Um, so, but despite all of that, you have to serve. You have to. Well, I'm okay because I travel a lot, so I'm making a decent living out of playing the music I love to play all over the world. But it's, the audience only hears what they don't know the background, how much practice, organization, traveling, fatigue, all of that. But we all have our problems. But being an artist is not always that romantic as it seems. But still, despite all of that and the insecurities and whatever it is, it's an amazing thing to be able to perform for people. So I'm very grateful for this. And this is also a reason, actually, why I started this live stream, because I want to stay in touch with the audience, and we just here in Amsterdam, in Holland, in the Netherlands, it was announced before that we have a kind of a lockdown, like how do you call it? Intelligent lockdown, which means that we are allowed to go on the street and do shopping, but there's distance and all of that, but it's still limited, of course, and it's still going to take months. So that's why I love to share my music with you. So again, let me know if you have any requests. Let me check the chats here. That was a wonderful, thank you. Hans Hendrik, any monk tune will do. Okay, well, all right. Let me promise you, Hans, that tomorrow I'm going to play a monk tune for you. And I think I'll do I Mean You. I love to play that one. So promise tomorrow I'll do that. So then, like I said in the, hi Milda, like I said in the improvisation, in the introduction, Paul Cedrus, a friend of mine from South Africa, he asked me to play maybe a Neapolitan song. Say hi to Brazil. Oi, Brazil, tudo bem? Yeah. love to go back there. I promise you, after all this is over, I would love to be. I have so many great people I know there. And sorry, when you start, it's like the chat also really distracts. Sorry, I was talking about this request from a South African friend, Paul Cedrus, to play an Italian song. And what I'll do is another song from my Opera Meets Jazz program. Um, Let me explain it once more. My father was an opera singer, so I was really born and raised, brainwashed with opera and classical music, and I became a jazz pianist myself because I love and I flirt a lot with classical music, but I prefer to really create music on the spot. But of course, opera is is a big thing in my life, and also, like I've said before in previous streams, if you ask 100 jazz musicians about opera, 99 are out to lunch. So, and I think that's a shame because there's, especially like the Puccini arias, the Neapolitan songs. There's also a lot of rhythmical stuff you can do. So if you want to really listen to one of my albums, which I recorded with the Metropole Orchestra, you can find it on Spotify. It's entitled Italian Opera Meets Jazz. It also features the incredible soprano Clara McFadden, and it's conducted by Jules Buckley. So I'm really very happy with this album. So you can check it out on Spotify, Italian Opera Meets Jazz. So I'm going to play a Neapolitan song entitled Non ti scordar di me, which means don't forget about me. Thank you. This was Non ti scordar di me. Ciao Carmen. Ah, great friend from Italy. Yeah, you guys are having a hard time. We're all having a hard time, but you guys really are in some serious trouble. And well, let's hope for the best for all of us. Let's not be too sentimental. Let's be positive. That's also the reason I'm playing music for you. And let me. I'm just gonna going through the chats here. Thank you, Milda. Hi, Job. Good to see you. Hi, Bram. Bram, great student. Well, he's not a student anymore. He graduated. Great jazz pianist. But he started with me a couple of years in Groningen. Very cool. Paul, there you are. Yes, I kept my promise with Italian song. Whoops. Oh, something. Excuse me. Let me fix this. Sorry, but must be very noisy. Yeah. Okay. So sometimes, especially when you do this all by yourself, it's kind of you don't know technically if something can go wrong. Sorry about this. Must be very noisy with this microphone. Please, sorry about that. Mike. Oh. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So let me know if you still have any requests or any question. Otherwise, I'm going to close this daily live stream with something kind of new. Well, not new, not very original, but kind of handy. But first, let me know if you have any requests, and let me change the sound here. And before I do this again, please tune in every night at 10 p.m. Please share this when you're on Facebook, like my page. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. A lot of videos there, a lot of stuff. And please spread the word. And if you have any requests, again, for songs, for musical input like theory, harmony, for musicians, pianists, maybe you want me to talk about the networking thing for musicians. It's quite a successful course I have. If you want me to talk about a certain country I've traveled to, because I've been to over 100, just let me know, and I'll be happy to share this with you. Zingaro by Jobim. So okay. Yes, Paul, that's true. That's true about Sully. Yeah. Sully was a great South African jazz lover who was, whenever I was in South Africa, well, I'm there, of course, but when he was still alive, he used to follow me and always support musicians. Wonderful human being, Sully Mosa. Rest in peace. Thanks, Paul, for reminding. Yeah. Someday my prince will come. Okay, so Milda, let me promise you, and Sotiris, that I will do this. I'll play this tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll play I Mean You, and Someday My Prince will come, and something original. I will do this. After these sessions, I review all the chats, and then I make notes, and yeah. So I'm going to. So what I discovered, maybe you know it, for musicians that might be interesting. It's actually on YouTube, and it's called backing tracks, and it's a great practicing tool. I don't know if you can see it, but let me. Anyway, I can write down the name of this thing, and I'm going to play some piano with the backing track. And what I like about it is that it's actually um, good quality in terms of a good rhythm section, playing all these standards. For musicians, it's an ideal practicing tool. Backing tracks, there are like hundreds of songs on YouTube. So again, I can write it down later, and um, and of course, nothing comes close to playing with your own rhythm section with your friends and have a lot of fun before and after. But I think since we're all in this isolation thing, I think this is quite a good solution to play along and not only to hear piano but also quite a good rhythm section. So I'm going to close with this song. I hope it goes well. With technically, you'll hear it. And I have to be fast because I put it on start, but it's going to count right. Okay. So, okay. Let me know, please, Hans. You're becoming my.
Als het om cryptovaluta gaat, is er één platform dat...
Then what happens if you don't switch off? Sorry, the automatic next video on YouTube. Sorry about that. Hans, you're giving me great technical advice. You're giving me great technical advice, Hans. How is the balance with this and all of that? Because I did test it, but you never know how you guys receive it on the other end. Thank you. Okay, good, 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 good. So I'll continue this. It's a really nice, pleasantly surprised with this app. Okay, um, there is another. Let me do one more. Olia Maria is a request from Bert. Let me play this. Let me play this, and I'm really gonna close. But I'm gonna close with this Jobim song, Olia Maria. Jobim wrote many songs which are fairly unknown, uh, at least outside of Brazil, even in Brazil. But this man wrote so much incredible music, so many beautiful songs. I was actually listening again to, what's this album? An amazing album with orchestra. It's called, Oboto, I think. Oh, Urubu, Urubu. Check this, Urbu, Urubu, by Antonio Carlos Jobim. Check this album. I mean, people know it, but it's not like one of the most famous ones. But the arrangements, and it's mesmerizing, mesmerizing. But I'll play one of these songs and then really close this session. Olia Maria. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening tonight. Please tune in tomorrow, 10 p.m. Central European Amsterdam time. Let me know if you have any requests. Have a great night. Be safe. Take care of others. And love you all. Thanks for watching and listening.